Hey y'all, it's your girl Tasia Flowers, but you guys know me as Tay Creative. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, it's your girl that is serving you up the tastiest tasty treats ever. If you guys did not know, I am the owner of Tasty Treats, and I am actually here today to share one of my recipes with you. I want you guys to be able to have a recipe that you can make that is so simple, so easy, that it literally only needs a couple ingredients. Okay, so today we are actually going to be making two types of cookies from the same box, and that just goes to show you how versatile it is and how it can be. So we're actually going to be making a Biscoff cookie and then a s'mores cookie with just one box of cake mix, and all you will need is a couple eggs, some vegetable oil, and then of course your toppings for the cookie. And if you guys want the recipes, go ahead and check the description box and click the link, and it will take you to my website and you will be able to look at the exact measurements there. So let's go ahead and start making our cake mix cookies, because I actually do have someone who came from Charlotte today and then they wanted to try the cookies. So I was like, this is the best time to make them and show you guys how I make them, and then to get a live review so you guys can see that it's so simple to make and people are gonna be like, oh my gosh, these are the best cookies ever. So let's go ahead and make these cookies. So you're going to start off with a medium mixing bowl. You're going to get your cake mix. I like to use the Betty Crocker, but you can use any one that you prefer. And then you're going to cut that open, pour it in there, and then we're going to add the eggs that we put aside at room temperature. And then we're going to crack them one at a time, but you can go ahead and put both of them in there. Then we're going to add our vegetable oil, and then we're going to give it a mix. You're going to want to mix this thoroughly for about 2 to 3 minutes, making sure you are getting all of the cake mix in there. And do not be tempted to add any more wet ingredients. This does not involve water, nor do you need to add any more vegetable oil. Just make sure it is thoroughly mixed. Okay, now that you guys mixed your bowls of the cake mix, eggs, and your oil, we're going to put it in the freezer so that way we can preheat our oven, prep our baking sheet with parchment paper, because whenever you put your cake dough freshly mixed into the freezer, we're able to control more of the shaping and the expansion of the cookie dough. So we're gonna go ahead and put these in the freezer for about 5 minutes. Again, your dough should look like it's not too runny, nice stiff, it barely moves. For example, if you guys don't believe me, your dough should not be able to come out. It barely even moved. It moved somewhat, but that's the type of dough consistency that you want to have, to where you can flip it over and it doesn't come out. So that way when we put it in the freezer, we only need 5 minutes, and then we're going to go ahead and do the baking process. Now that our dough has been chilled, we lined our baking sheet with some parchment paper. And if you have the silicone mats, you can use that as well. I just like to use parchment paper because it is disposable afterwards. But you know the dough has been properly chilled when you don't have the stickiness of the dough adhering to the ice cream scoop. Now, I did want to mention that I have about the smallest ice cream scoop possible. I did have a pack of 4, which will be in my Amazon storefront, but I used the smallest one so that way I could have and put more cookie dough on my baking sheet so I can bake more at a time. All of our cookies on a sheet. Now it is time to bake them. As you can see, we have 14 cookies. More than 12 cookies were made because of the size of the ice cream scoop that I used. And again, all of these are about the same size. So if you want to make that amount, then go ahead and get yourself a smaller ice cream scoop, just depending on how big you want it. We're going to bake them and then see how they turn out. Guys, if you were wondering how our chocolate lovers cookies ended up coming out, This is exactly how they are supposed to turn out. As you can see, the ice cream scoop has definitely helped tremendously to making sure that all our cookies are even. Because if you're like me and my siblings, we are fighting over the biggest cookie. But now with the ice cream scoop, all the cookies are the same size. And now we're going to let these cool for about 5 to 10 minutes. And then we're going to put our toppings on top. And then we will be able to enjoy these cookies. Alrighty, now we are going to take our cookie butter and we're going to put it in a piping bag so that way we can put it in the microwave and then do a nice little drizzle. So I'm just gonna open this up. Coupling the bottom of the bag. And I'm only going to do a few, so I'm actually not going to take too much out of the cookie butter. So this way, when the cookie butter comes back at its normal temperature, it is going to solidify like a butter on the cookie, and then we shall be all good to go when it comes to eating it. As you can see, I've gotten messy at this point, but that is all I have for the cookie butter because I didn't buy any more and I thought I had some. So anyways, we use what we have. So now we're gonna close the bag and just make sure it is now all at the bottom. I did prior to microwaving the cookie butter, so it is already ready for a drizzle. But if you had not done that step, this is now the time where you would put this in the microwave for about 5 to 8 seconds. And I said seconds, not minutes, okay? I said seconds. But 5 to 8 seconds, and then you would go ahead and drizzle that on there. So now that that is done, we're going to go ahead and do our drizzle. Is literally the perfect amount. Now that that has been drizzled on there, we're now going to take our vanilla Biscoff cookies. And if you didn't know already, the cookie butter drizzle that I put into the piping bag is Biscoff flavored. So basically, this Biscoff cookie is a cookie butter cookie and it has a vanilla filling. And what I like to do is, well, you guys are about to see. I'm just gonna open that up. I'm going to open that up, and whoever gets the filling of this is going to be a very lucky person. But what I'm going to do is just put that on there and then just flatten it so that way it literally does not go anywhere. And what you can do is you can crunch this up. You could blend it up, do a light dusting of it. They like to say that they're the airplane cookies. So yes, these are the airplane cookies. And voila, we have the cookie butter cookies. Alrighty, last but not least, we are going to do the s'mores cookie, and that one's going to be super simple. As you can see, I have another piping bag, and this one is filled with milk chocolate, and I basically use some candy wafers. You can find this in Walmart in the party section, Hobby Lobby, Michael's. They have candy melts, and that is what I used, and I did melt this at a 30-second interval, and then I added on another 10 seconds. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut a small piece. Again, start off small because you don't want so much chocolate. You want it to be controlled, that you can control how much you want on there. Alrighty, y'all, and we are done. As you can see, we made 2 variations of chocolate cookies, and from one cake mix box, y'all, and all we needed was a couple ingredients, and that just goes to show how simple and easy these cookies are. Again, the recipe is going to be in the description box, and also if you want to click the link to see more recipes, you can go ahead and click that, and that's also going to be in the description box, and it's going to take you to my website where there are so many more recipes and also classes. So if you want to take it to the next level and know how to make these cookies from scratch, go ahead and click that link in the description box and it will take you to my website. And if you haven't already, y'all, please go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe to this channel if you want to see more easy, friendly cookie hacks, cupcake hacks, and everything. I'm about to pick a cookie for me to try, and let's see. I actually do like cookie butter, so I'm gonna do the cookie butter and try that. Let's go ahead and show y'all what it's looking like. Yes, sir. I'm gonna go ahead and break it. Oh, guys, and because it was still warm, literally look how the filling from the cookie butter, the Lotus cookie, has melted. It looks so good. OMG. I'm so excited. Which part should I take a bite of? I don't know. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. Y'all, this is good. I'm sorry if I have stuff over my mouth. This is good. Like, it's not overly sweet, and I love the chocolate cake mix cookie because it kind of tastes like a brownie. And then you have that nice warm spice from the cookie butter, and then you have that nice smooth filling from the vanilla Lotus cookie. Y'all, it is so good. And if you don't believe me, listen to this. Okay, so we got Amy here. She's about to try a cookie butter cookie.
Thank you. Oh my god. There's some cream in there.
Is she gonna take another bite?
It's great all the way to the end of the treat.
Okay, yes. Thank you. Okay, so we have Chris here with Safe and Sound Rugs. He's getting ready to try a Tasty Trees cookie. It's going to be the cookie butter cookie, and this is his favorite. So, you know, he definitely has to be a person to review it. So go ahead.
A1. That's it. Fire.
Look at it. Yes, sir.
I like it.
Appreciate it. If you haven't already, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. There are going to be more recipes like this on my YouTube channel. But until the next time, y'all, I will see you later.